So next two things that any automation framework should have. One is to take this screenshot on any test case failure automatically. And second one is retry logic, so that we can retry our failed test case automatically. So that class we will create under this com.amazon.custom listeners package. So in the TestNG series, we have already seen how we can implement the different types of listeners in the TestNG. So I am going to reuse that code directly over here. So these are the methods from the iTest listeners that we can implement. So for now, we will require this on test start and on test failure to take this screenshot. So for now, I will just remove this on test success and on test skipped. So this is the on test failure. So when any test method is failed, then this method will be invoked automatically. So under this method, we need to take this screenshot. So now you can import it from the apache.commons.io. Then take it from the Selenium. So for this driver, we need to make this myListener class child of our base test. So I will extend it first. So we are going to create the dynamic screenshot name by using the method name that is failed, and we will add the date and time. So let's add the retry logic now. So in the same package, we will create another class. So we need to implement the unimplemented method from the RetryAnalyzer. So that also we have seen in the TestNG series. So in this we will provide the retry count initialized to 0 and maximum retry count. Okay, so this is the retry method that we have to implement. So just using the simple if condition, if the retry count is less than the maximum retry count and our result is not a success, that means if it is a failure, then increase the retry count, and we are going to print the name of the method that we are retrying and the attempt number. So when a test method is failed, that will be retried for 2 more times. So we have hardcoded this value to 2 from the class itself, but if you want, we can store this value in the config.properties file, and from there we can read it. So this method should be invoked automatically when test case is failed. So that information you need to provide in the myListener again. So here we need to implement one more interface in the TestNG, that is iAnnotation transformer. So this class myListener is going to implement 2 interfaces. One is iTestListener and iAnnotation transformer. So to provide our RetryAnalyzer class information, we need to implement the method from this iAnnotation transformer. So that is transform. So using this annotation reference, we can call set analyzer, and here in the bracket we need to provide our analyzer class name, that is my RetryAnalyzer. So whenever a test case is failed, it will take the screenshot on failure, and it also invoke the retry method using this transform method. So to apply this listener's logic in our suite, just open the sanity.xml and regression.xml, and in the suite level we need to provide our listener information where it is available. So here we need to use the listener stack. So while running this sanity.xml, whenever any test case from the sign-in page test or registration page test fail, then as per our logic from the RetryAnalyzer, that method will be retried for 2 more times. Okay, so that value you can change from here or from the config.properties file. And on the test failure, we will take the screenshot as well. So all the screenshots we need to store in a separate folder. So that folder we are going to create under the src test resources. From the system.get property user.directory, we will get the project location. From the project location, we will go to the src/test resources /screenshot. So in the screenshot folder, store all the screenshot with this dynamic screenshot name, and that is our .png extension.